Well, hey everybody, what's up again? This is Brett with another Bible review here, and today I've got the Reformation Heritage KJV Study Bible, and this does come in several different formats or bindings. They have a hardcover or the true tone, bonded leather, genuine leather, and this one here happens to be the edge-lined goatskin, and that's the highest end one you can get. It's the most expensive, and it is the nicest. And if you see most of my reviews, I'll put some links in the description below to some of the other reviews that might be helpful for you. But you know that mainly I don't do study Bibles, and the reason why is just because I'm a premium Bible fan. I like to collect them and review them and use them, and the study Bibles is kind of hard to find in a real premium quality. They're usually really thin paper because they have so much content packed into a Bible. They're usually really thick, have super thin paper and small font, and so they're not the best to read from and to carry around. I do have a couple. This is one I just recently acquired, but the reason I wanted to do a review on this one is because it is unique and special in the way that this was actually printed and bound as a premium product like you would find in an R.L. Allen or a Schuyler, some of those high-end premium Bibles that you find out there. This is done by Reformation Heritage Books and Reformation Heritage KJV Study Bible. And this is a black goat skin. It's bound by Youngblood, and it is edge-lined goat skin. You can see that there. It's got a really nice grain to the goat skin. It's very soft, truly a premium product. It's got stitch edges. I mean, this is what you would find in a Schuyler or even an Allen. And the paper is super nice on it. Very thick paper, probably a 32 to a 36 GSM paper. Probably 32. It's a little bit thin to be 36, but I don't know, it's pretty nice. It's really soft and a cream color. The GSM is grams per square meter, and that's just that's how they measure the thickness of the paper. And most of your study Bibles is super thin. You're never going to find them this thick. And it is printed in the United States of America. So usually they're printed in China. So that's a couple reasons right off the bat that makes this Bible unique. The other thing is that it does have a lot of great articles in it. This is going to be coming from a Reform perspective, but it's got a lot of really good practical helps for any Christian. It's got the King James Version, its tradition, text, and translation, which is a really good help. It's right here in the front, and it talks about why the King James translation is really good, and it's actually even though we have a lot of modern translations based on some ancient manuscripts that they found, there's not a lot of, and there wasn't a lot of scholars out there that were favoring the traditional text and the manuscripts underlying the traditional text, but there's more and more scholarship coming out that's showing that it actually might be even a superior translation than to what they're doing in the modern translation. Now, right now, the general school of thought is that the more ancient manuscripts are closer to the authors, so they're better. But some of the scholars are finding that that's not exactly necessarily true, because the Textus Receptus, which is the text that the King James Version was based on by and large, actually was using manuscripts that were selected specially by Erasmus, and they were texts that were known to be upheld by the church and by the early church fathers. They also compared it with some of the other English translations. So the church did preserve the word through the Byzantine sources for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and scholars are starting to find that actually may be better. This article goes into that and why that is, and I thought it was a really, really well done article. I've seen arguments for the Textus Receptus and the Byzantine family of texts, if you will, or the Byzantine text type. I've seen some arguments that show that that is superior for a couple of different reasons, and it's scholarship that was from the 17th and 18th centuries that is sort of going out of print now because that wasn't popular opinion, but these guys are showing why. Now, there's a few things that make this especially unique, this study Bible. One of them is that at the end of each chapter, they have this thoughts for personal and family worship. And it's not something that you find in a lot of study Bibles. It's not all academic and scholarly. It's actually applying the Bible to your life, and it has a spiritual side to it, which I think is good because it's lacking in most of our study Bibles nowadays. The other thing is that while it's got really nice paper, it also has pretty large print. This is a 9 to a 9.5 font, and it's very clear and it's line matched. So it's very easy to read. And then the notes are in like an 8 font, so it's not really small print like you find in most of the study Bibles. And ironically, it's not as thick as most study Bibles either. It is a big book, but for a study Bible, it's not as thick as you would think. So that's another reason why I like this study Bible and what makes this study Bible unique. Lastly, it's got some really important articles in the back. There's a couple of dozen helps in the back here, articles by scholars of the highest renown, and it's got all kinds of great stuff about how to live as a Christian. So applying the Bible and the Christian doctrine and Christian worldview, Christian thought to your life, and actually helping you become a better Christian, which, you know, most study Bibles focus on theology and doctrine and what things mean, but not so much on how you can apply that to your life. I mean, they've got living by the 10 Commandments, the fear of God. It's got godly contentment. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see these titles. Self-denial. And even though, like I said, this is a Reformed perspective, these articles can help any Christian apply the Christian walk or apply the Christian philosophy and worldview to his or her own life and become a better Christian because of it. Coping with criticism, enduring affliction, feeling worldliness, spiritual desertion, fighting against backsliding, family worship. I mean, you can see these are all very practical articles. Being a Christ-like husband, being a godly wife. I mean, this is great stuff. Good content all around for any Christian. And then it is truly a premium Bible. I mean, it's got the red under gold art gilt edging. It's got the thick paper, as I mentioned, the red and gold headband and tail bands on there. It's got some decent maps in there as well. So all around, I think this is an excellent study Bible for anybody of any faith. If you are Reformed in your philosophy and your Christian denomination is a Presbyterian or Reformed, Baptist, or even if you follow like the John MacArthur type churches, this is definitely going to be a Bible that you can use. But this is a great Bible. So I don't buy many study Bibles. This was one of them because I thought it was really unique in that way. One thing too I'll mention is when I first got the Bible, that where the ribbon was laying across the page, where it was sandwiched into the page, there was a stain on the page. So I called christianbooks.com and they sent me another one, and they had me send the original one back. And I guess it's just because they were printed in 2014 and they're not selling a lot of these. So so they sit on the shelf, and the black ribbon will just dye the page if it sits too long in like a hot area or something like that in a warehouse. So just watch out for that when you get it. So hopefully this was a helpful review. Please like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. There's some other helpful videos in my channel I think you'll like. And thanks for watching, and God bless.